It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show, indeed, right here on S3. And today, my friends, did you know that you can spring clean your finances? Yeah, it is the season of us making sure that everything around us is clean, and we want your wallet to be squeaky clean in the best way possible. It is all about what are the decisions that you're making between now and festive season, because those can affect what happens then in 2026. And this is why today we've decided to bring along two incredible minds that truly know how it is that we can have our finances in tip-top shape and are going to be helping you with some of the things you may not know. So please can we welcome to our Feel Good Breakfast show. It is none other than Sulet van Niekerk from the Stellenbosch Business School Executive Development, as well as Hiten Kashav, the founder of the Unconventional CA. Let's give them a Feel Good welcome. Or a squeaky clean welcome, guys, because we're here to clean up our wallets, and we're so glad you're here. And Sulet, I want to come to you first because, you know, for us as individuals and even as families, sometimes we aren't 100% sure how to navigate the time between now and festive season. So I want to ask you, what are 3 smart moves that we can start to incorporate right now that will set us up for a little bit of success come festive season?
Good morning, Zanele, and to the audience, and thank you very much for having me this morning.
Thank you.
So for me, it's always about starting with your financial goals. What is it that you want to achieve? Short-term, medium-term, and long-term.
Yeah.
And you want to jot down those so that you're quite clear, especially as we head into the festive season, to say, what do we want to focus on for the short term, but also set us up for the long term?
Yes.
Then my second tip, budget is an essential.
Ooh, some of us are so bad at that. Yes.
I know, right? It's never the easiest thing to do, but the budget is where magic starts to happen.
Yeah.
When you start to track your actuals against your budget, and you can see, how am I doing against this plan that I set up for myself or for the family? And then lastly, got to focus on paying off debt and saving, and they go hand in hand. So it's a bit of a balancing act between the two, but critical to also bring that into your overall plan.
I love that. Those are such functional ways, I think, to get us into a good space. You know, 'cause we always hear about them, but even using them in conjunction, I think that'll get you to some squeaky clean moves, yeah?
Absolutely.
But Hiten, please can you tell us, because, you know, there are so many small business owners who sometimes find themselves in a bit of a fix at this time of the year. How is it that one can go about actually trying to make their finances a little bit cleaner and even cleaning up a little bit just between now and then?
Well, I think you use the word spring clean, right? And, you know, they say after every winter, the spring comes. So the grass is always greener because the rain comes to the fall. And this is the first thing that I would say just to entrepreneurs. If you're in a hole, the only aspect to start with is changing your mindset, your mind frame on how things have been. Let go of the past and look forward to a new starting, a new beginning. And discipline comes into that perspective. So let's just mention financial discipline from a budgeting perspective. You find a lot of entrepreneurs don't manage the expenses and the income. The income flow and the outflow on the expenditure side don't match. And so having a projection over the next 3 to 6 months, what is it that I'm predicting to come into my bank account? What are my fixed expenses that I need to manage? And how do I navigate that for myself so that I understand what do I need to be chasing and getting in from a business perspective, most importantly. And now also it's festive period and that. So if you're in the space of selling products or online stuff, the demand is going to be there, and be smart about how you manage that demand, because it might be cyclical where you get a lot of business now and then you will have quieter periods later on. Don't go and spend all that money because it's December coming out. You know, the simple analogy I say, be disciplined now to avoid pain in February and January.
I love that, and they can be such painful months.
Exactly.
There's so much worry there in January. Exactly.
You don't want it as a January.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But Sulet, I also know that, you know, just as Hiten is saying, there's so many different things that are coming up now where people are going to be having a big demand and everything else. But we also want to go and spend because Black Friday is coming up. How can we make sure that we plan and budget for this period that is on the way, just to be, you know, in the right way of really not overspending as well as falling into debt?
Definitely. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to Black Friday and seeing what is out there. It really starts with making a list of what are my needs.
Yeah.
So what do I really need versus what are some of my wants? And to be very clear on those two, because they're different, right? And we just have limited funds available. And then to do some research around how much is it going to cost of those items that you want to spend on, and shop around. Don't go for the first deal, but the research starts now already. So when the numbers are, or when you go to the shops, you want to be clear on what is it costing now, so that when it comes to Black Friday, you know exactly, is this a good deal or not? And then you can also set your budget limit right now to say, well, this is what we want to spend when it gets to Black Friday, so that you don't go over that limit. And you've got your nice list. This is what we need right now. This is how much we're going to spend. And so when those deals do come up, you're ready and well prepared for it.
Beautiful. And Hiten, I mean, I feel like there's so many ways in which small businesses rely on credit in Q4. Can you tell us, how can they use it efficiently without digging a hole for January?
Well, you mentioned the actual word hole. Never ever take credit to dig yourself a hole. Use it as a bridge to enable you to grow your business. So, for example, don't take credit out to pay unnecessary expenses that are wants. Rather, base credit to use for future stock purposes, future sales, guaranteed orders that you have that will bring in money back, so that you can pay that credit off and not dig yourself that hole where you've taken the credit because, no, I need a personal finance. And make sure that the credit that you take, if you're running a business, is for your business and not for your own personal perspective.
To take you to Dubai.
Yeah, exactly. Not for Dubai, not for your holiday.
Exactly.
Use the credit as an enabler to grow your business. For example, we were speaking about Black Friday now. Black Friday is an opportunity to grab onto new sales for your business. Use credit to rather enable you to invest in marketing your business so that you grow the online presence. It leads back into sales generation. You pay off your debt.
I love that. And guys, I'm so glad you're not going anywhere, because I feel like we're in a good space here. We're getting clean in terms of our finances. And Mzansi, it's a good thing for you as well, because we told you, spring cleaning your home was a good thing. But friend, I can tell you as well, spring cleaning your finances even better, okay? And this is why we're going to have a part 2 of this incredible conversation, all in the name of making sure you are in fact ready for the festive season, whether you are individual or a small business. Right about now, though, let's jump on over to Cape TZ Fo Sheezy. My friends, are you feeling clean that side?